Hey everybody! I'm very pleased to be here bringing you this year's killer app for the portable personal computer entertainment system. Not portable, personal computer entertainment system. This is Hunter's Trophy 2 Europa, but it has nothing to do with the Prozac song of the same name. Instead, this is a hunting, quote-unquote, and I'm using big air quotes here, simulator that is available for the PC via Desura for the low, but still unreasonable price of a little bit over 20 bucks. Now, you might be looking at this menu and being like, I don't understand what these here letters are, but they're arranged in a configuration that I don't quite get. I apologize to those of you who, have that accent, but don't suffer from IQ under the Forrest Gump level. The game, as far as I can tell, exclusively runs in French. I bought this on Desura. Usually it comes with, language options. But, with my modest knowledge of French, I have not seen a long option in here. So I've been playing this for about an hour and a half completely in French, which is a recipe for disaster. So keep in mind when I say all the negative things I'm going to say about this game, that it's possible that there's just a big fucking fuck me sign in the menu here that says this is meant to be a bad game, please take it as a joke. But that would be totally lost on me since there is no language pack. But in any case, we are going to continue a saison here. This is effectively a hunting simulator. It played in the first person. It is a dog and man-based hunting simulator, as we will see when we go onto a level here. Let's go to this. Is this the one we want? We should probably do a level that I've already done before. Let's take a premier plan de chasse. And of course we are gonna go with there, because it's like almost an RPG in some ways, where on different levels, different camo will affect your stats. Not that I've had any of my stats actually affect meaningfully my time with the game so far. But this is going to be a very easy mission where basically what we're going to do is hunt ducks. Now, I'm using the Xbox 360 controller here because that's how I play all of my hard-hitting first-person shooters on the PC. I do not have my dog with me. And that's totally fine. By the way, you might be like, wow, Ryan, you're spinning around real slowly here. This is with the sensitivity cranked up to 10. I had to mess around with it for a while just to get the sensitivity to a point where it wasn't garbage. It starts natively on 4. So let me show you what 4 is like. Oh my god, I'm tilting the right analog stick as hard as I can right now, and it takes about 8 seconds to do a single revolution. So rest assured, we're not going to be doing any fucking Quake-type quick scopes or rocket jumps or railgun shots from across the map here. We gotta crank this way up. Even 10 is a little too slow for me. But compared to 4, it seems like we're in goddamn Unreal Tournament 2004 or something. In any case, the premise of this game, at least for the early missions or the actual gameplay, is that we just run around and we eventually get to these weird reboot-style games, and then we hit a button, and that button sends a message to these ducks that it's time to be fucking culled, I guess. So they're gonna fly out here, and we're just gonna occasionally shoot them. Now, we do have a hunting limit, as you can see on the gibier on the right side there. That is not French for Game Boy Advance. That is French for game, as far as I know. But, meat game, animal game, not a video game. So, we have a limit, but also a quota. So, I believe on this level, our goal is going to be to shoot no less than 4 ducks, but no more than 8. Now, you can occasionally hit more than one duck with the same shot, because as they said in the Mighty Ducks, ducks fly together, thankfully. Now, we actually on this level do not have to actually retrieve the corpses of the animals that we have felled. Instead, we just have to kind of finish the level, which I believe will just happen now once these ducks actually land. It's really weird, wave-based hunting, but our plan de chasse is complété, which is fantastic because that means that we have finished the mission. And when you finish the mission, you get EXP, which turns you into a better hunter by allowing you to upgrade such things as your discrétion, your déplacement, your tiers, or your dog. So I'm definitely going to upgrade my dog here, which augments la vitesse de marche de 3%. 3%. My apologies. So I guess that means he's 3% faster or something, whatever. I have no idea what tier is. I'm pretty sure discrétion is your ability to be hidden or quiet, and I have no idea what déplacement is. Again, my French is pretty goddamn terrible, in spite of the wondrous bouquet of language you have heard me say so far. We are gonna retour here. Let's go on to a slightly more advanced mission, because that one was real easy. And we'll go on the premier track avec un chien, which I think means First cheeseburger with dog, which, no thank you. Hold the cheese, please. We're gonna continue onwards here. I just passed a license test in true Gran Turismo style to have the right to use my dog. So, you know, obviously this is just mad jibber jabber to me. We have to kill a single turkey, I believe that'll be, or a single peacock, and as many foxes as we possibly can. Take that, Michael A.L. So this is where it gets a little bit more simulatory, but considering that this is marketed as like the premier, le premier hunting simulator on PC, it's very, very, very arcadey. You know, I played a lot of Deer Hunter when I was a kid because that was one of the big franchises on PC, believe it or not. Oh, now we've entered the mind of a dog. You know, Deer Hunter was substantially more simulatory than this. This kind of feels like a mixture of big buck hunter and, I don't know, like, this kind of feels like Dishonored to me in any case. So we basically have our dog, and we're gonna look down here and be like, sweet, sweet peacock fishies. So we're gonna bark, and then we have to follow our noses, essentially. So we're gonna follow this red trail as far as it'll take us, and eventually, this will lead us to where the, again, I love that the sensitivity's bad on this, because it makes it really easy to find. Okay, we're looking for that red area over there. Yeah, we have to find out where the, animal went, and we do this by basically just running and jumping through the environment here. By the way, as you might expect, we have like typical racing game controls here, despite being a dog. So right trigger is go, despite that not being the same controls you use to control your man, because I guess, you know, dogs and men, totally different. Why should I expect them to control the same? We have found some more animal poop here, so we're gonna bark, and then that is gonna take our owner back here. We're gonna re-enter the mind of a man. This is some like Driver San Francisco level insanity going on here, where we can just enter the mind of a beast. It's kind of cool if they had actually played it up like, you're the world's greatest hunter and you can communicate telepathically with dogs. I would have been totally into that. But instead, by the way, loving the grass here. I don't really have too much to say about this, except it looks like some kind of interlocking grid of pure despair that some kindergarten class would make to promote their school play or something. But in any case, or to serve as the setting for their school play. Let's check out what our dog managed to find over here. Assuming I can actually get there somewhere. There's probably gonna be, yeah, there we go. Gates are the #1 most insurmountable enemy that we will come across in Hunter's Trophy 2 Europa, I promise you that. So our dog's here. I know what you're thinking, and yes, our dog can die. I can't bring myself to do it right now, especially with those beautiful, beautiful canine eyes looking at me. But at some point, we will definitely shoot our dog in the face. Alright, so now we're gonna chercher d'autres traces. So we're gonna look for, I believe that means other kind of traces of the animal. Oh, it's good that we're doing this now, because this is another major mechanic of Hunter's Trophy 2 Europa. Don't tempt me, Buster. What I would call this is kind of a connect the dots quest, but in first person. So basically, we're just gonna walk around trying to find these waypoints where there are animal footprints. And in doing so, this will basically take us directly to the animal, kind of simulating what I guess, you know, Native Americans see every day of their entire lives, because of course in every piece of fiction they represent the nature guides. But we, unfortunately, have to rely on big fuck me prompts that appear in the atmosphere to tell us what's going on. So we found like some animal something here. I'm not sure if it's actual shit. We will find shit. Those look like feathers though. So now again, we're gonna enter the mind of a dog, and we are gonna come over here and sniff. It's really gross when you find poop, and then, you know, like you're playing as the dog and you find this poop, and then you realize that you found it because it's just this big red smelly cloud. Anyway, now we gotta figure out where the heck we're supposed to go. This is harder than it looks, I promise you that. Where did the smell go? Come on, boy. Where did the smell go? There's a time limit attached here, so I have made a terrible mistake. And if you fuck this up, I believe you have to restart from the get-go, which is just like, oh, a dog didn't find anything. Guess it's time to go home. So I'm very confused about where I'm supposed to be going right now. Again, it looks like it's just follow the redness, but it's kind of not. Also, I feel like I'm in control of the world's worst spaceship here. So I'm just doing some circles, hoping that at some point I will catch a glimpse of, some redness, but I appear not to have. Again, if the fucking, Le Fleuve a disparu. Okay, so that probably means like the trail has disappeared or something. good enough anyway. If the sensitivity wasn't so goddamn slow, this might be easier, because like you'll see the redness kind of disappeared like in a trail from one side. Unfortunately, I can't see it because my dude turns around too slowly. Oh, you know what? I do have, in the game's defense, I believe I have dog sensitivity still at 4. Why they separated those is beyond me. But we'll continue to take a look here. Oh, that's much better, actually. We'll continue to take a look, but I'm pretty confident that I am not gonna find it here. Also, if this gives you motion sickness, then join the club, man. I think it's constantly shifting perspectives just totally messes with my brain, and in particular, my inner ear, apparently, which gives me incredible... I was gonna say nostalgia, but what I actually mean is nausea. This gives me about 0 nostalgia. I can't believe that this fucking game is 20 bucks. I also can't imagine shipping a product without language options, but maybe that's just because I'm English scum and almost every game comes out in my native language anyway. So let's, again, see if we can figure out where this trail went. Where did it go? It just disappears. I swear to God, I did this mission off camera. I call it a mission. That's giving it a little bit too much credit, though. I did this off camera and managed to find it on the first try. He has entered the exit of the hunt zone. Okay. Again, as you can see, my French skills. Thank you, by the way. Oh, that's not it. Thank you, like, 9 years of French language education in Canada. Whenever I say that it took French for like 9 years in Canadian middle school, public school, and high school, people are always like, wow, your French is real shitty. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? Where? Okay, well, this is obviously not the right way. Feeling pretty positive about this so far. All of this for the privilege of hunting a single peacock, by the way. Let's continue trying this, because it's got to work at some point. You might be thinking, man, this game looks really shitty, but, you know, this can't be the only mode. Well, you are correct. There is a trap shooting mode that we'll be able to go to. There is some multiplayer in this as well, which is, as much as I would love it to be man plus dog asymmetrical multiplayer, it's not. It is just like trap shooting against other people. This dude apparently just let a huge one rip. Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. The scent cloud disappears as soon as I leave. I wish I knew what courier is, but I don't. And it doesn't appear to be bark, so that pretty much exhausts my knowledge of what dogs can do. Maybe if I just keep going over here, eventually, what I mostly do is just run around and look for a, you know, at some point hoping to come across like a red beacon in the sky. But at this point, kind of feeling like my dog's gonna get shot in the face because we are not really making any meaningful progress. And we're gonna get the time limit any second now. Not to mention, I've just sprinted like as far away from my owner as is dogly possible. Man, this is annoying. I don't even know if we want to give it one more try. Is it possible that it's actually behind us and I'm just a total idiot? I mean, I guess it's possible, but at the same time, I don't understand why this is gated behind like a quick time event. Let us recommence, which I believe means restart the mission. And immediately what we're gonna do as revenge for that is just shoot our dogs. Real sorry about that. Oh, and the fox is gonna eat it apparently afterwards. Oh, this guy's like, God damn it, I shot my dog again. Remember, we can shoot as many foxes as we want to, but we can only shoot our dog once. Seems a little bit unfair to me if you ask me. By the way, I'm just doing this so you can see me shooting something. How awesome is it that when you empty your clip, your guy catches the casing as it comes out? Like, I'm pretty sure 80% of the development time was spent on that. Okay, I don't want to do this mission anymore. Let's retour au menu. And we should be able to join the Saison de Chasse here, which I believe means hunting season. I am learning a lot here. Now, let's go, we'll do the ball trap mission, which sounds like an Asa Akira video or something. What do we have here? Okay, so this is going to be shoot all the pigeons. By the way, my sensitivity is like really high right now. I almost, as I missed the first one, I almost feel like now I need to crank the sensitivity down. And this is never a good sign in your game. Oh, my bad. The sensitivity goes as high as 20. So I guess I was literally only halfway up on the sensitivity menu. That's sort of my bad, but at the same time, why would it go to 20? I'll, you know, my bad. I'll accept the blame for that one, but at the same time, it seems pretty silly. I should probably just use my mouse for this one. Oh, but there's auto aim, so as long as you get close, then it should be okay. But still, this feels a little bit looser than using the keyboard and mouse, which is what I did to pass my hunting test in true Gran Turismo style. All right. So here come the clay targets. That was a total miss. If you miss one, I'm pretty sure you just fail the mission. So let me switch to keyboard and mouse here, and we'll try to set this one up. Oh, for some weird reason, you actually have to go into the menu. You can't just switch back and forth between them. So let's go back to the clavier. And now I should be able to use my mouse freely. Okay, that's good. And we'll use E to lancer here. Where's our first target? Oh, it's like right along the ground. It's actually pretty impressive that they managed to shoot it so nicely along the ground without gravity having any impact whatsoever. Oh, again, there's another miss. Apparently, when you're hunting, having high sensitivity is... Oh, that's not what I want to do. When you're hunting, having high sensitivity is real bad. Or is real necessary is what I meant to say, but... when you're doing trap shooting, you want to keep yourself right around that 4 level, which seems to make things a lot easier. Let's validate that and enter our menu again and recommencer. Again, the fact that this doesn't have language options at least readily available is kind of unforgivable. The funny thing is, after I played this, for a little while, I googled like Hunter's Trophy 2 Europa English, and I saw a bunch of torrent sites that seem to have English language packs available, or, you know, a version of the game that comes with English. But sadly, you know, me as a paying customer having shelled out 20 bones for this game on Desura, apparently I don't get access to the same kind of perks that the people who, you know, download the game freely on a website like that do. So we're just gonna finish this off here. I'll probably miss one any second now, especially like if there's 2 targets that I have to hit at the same time. I'm basically screwed. Thank you to the guests in the video, by the way. Now, we should be ready to hit E to lancer here. Is there another one? Oh, every single time, man, I swear to God. We're going to return au menu here. This is a half critical let's look at and a half just like, what the fuck am I doing with my money? Because I'm the kind of guy who won't buy a turkey sandwich at Subway because it's $2 more than a cold cut combo. But I guess I'll blow $20 on a silly looking simulator on Desura in a heartbeat. But in any case, this is Hunter's Trophy 2. It's pretty bad. It might legitimately be one of the worst games I played this year. I wouldn't necessarily say the worst. It is worse than Aliens Colonial Marines, though. But in any case, you can get this on Desura for 20 bucks, which strikes me as about 20 times more than this should cost. You know, if you're a native French speaker, this might be something that you could at least derive some value out of. Everybody else prepare for an incredible amount of frustration. Again, I could just be an idiot, and maybe there is like a very easily placed language option somewhere that I don't know. But I haven't seen it. So in any case, thank you guys for watching. I hope you got some enjoyment or some laughter or some frustration out of this video. Any kind of emotion really is good enough for me. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.